This is the continuation for our discussion. Now, last meeting we discussed about brand Marcom or marketing communication, about brand communication. Now, also we finished discussing about the added value, where you add a value to the product that you're making, then yun, no? So, ngayon, let's discuss what is IMC or Integrated Marketing Communication. So integrated marketing communication, or also known as IMC, is a practice of coordinating all brands of communication message as well as the message from the marketing mix decision. So one of important thing IMC does is to send consistent message about the brand. So yun nga, para daw siya, based on the example dito, INC is like a musical score that helps, no, para ma-align, matulungan mag-align, mag-connect yung mga instrument to, while playing together. The song is the meaning of the brand. So no, IMC or integrated marketing communication is crucial because it ensures consistency. So di ba, kapag naririnig kayo, have you heard an orchestra, yung group of musicians, group of instrument, no, they play different instrument, but they sound harmonize, they harmonize well, they sound great because it's like that's how IMC work, no, sa marketing. That's how, like, just like that, that's how IMC work. Yung sa nota, sa mga sa musical scores, yun ang no, nagpapa-work well sa mga sa sa brand marketing. So consistent unified message across all channels, through social media, ads, PR, and direct marketing, which builds stronger brand recognition, trust, and loyalty. So it maximize also marketing efficiency, reduce costs by reusing asset, and provides a seamless customer experience, improving overall return of investment. So IMC is still evolving, and both professional and professors are engaged in defining the field. So hindi everything naman talaga is evolving. Kapag ang IMC is na-stuck up, syempre imagine mo na lang kapag ang idea in promotions or idea in marketing communication is naging stagnant, how will they grow? How will they um, face if there are hurdles or if there are challenges kapag dumating yung time, no, nag-change na, nag-enter na naman ang new era. For example, yung dati is word of mouth lamang, then here comes ito rin yung mga tinatawag nating other than word of mouth, mga print ads. So pagpasok ng mga television and radio, kung hindi nag-evolve yung marketing communication, hindi nag-develop, siguro mahihirapan yung mga promoters or yung mga agency to advertise the product or the idea or the event or the people that they are trying to promote, no? So integration means every message is focused and works together as the ACW Ironworks campaign sa showcase ng sa for example dito, no, sa synergy, from the word synergy, synergize, working together, which is expressed the common saying that 2 plus 2 equals 5. In other words, when the pieces are effectively coordinated, the whole has more impact in the sum of its part. So hindi nyo makuha yung idea sa 2 plus 2 equals 5. So parang sinabi dito, 2 plus 4 is equals 4. When they work together is equals to 1. So 4 plus 1 is equals to 5. Yun siya. So yun ang idea niyan. So huwag nyo na-complicate kasi hindi siya marketing strategy po yan. So brand strategy, as you can see here, so sa loob nito is the ads, the specific MC or marketing communication areas, the ads, the printing, yan, promotional, direct marketing, etc. Then the Marcom plan, kung paano mo plinano, paano mo siya ipopromote. Then next is the brand strategy, paano mo i-expand ang branding mo. No? The problem arises when the Marcom tools are not aligned with the marketing mix communication. message that deliver the brand communication. Yun talaga, kapag hindi develop or hindi equip yung marcom tools mo, hindi siya ganun kaalam, siyempre kapag hindi talaga mag-work. Imagine mo, um, anong magandang example dyan? Imagine mo na lang yung linya ng, siguro dito, ha? Ano maganda? Balikan na lang natin yan. Mag-isip na lang tayo ng example dyan. So the point is the marketing communication is at the center of the brand communication, and the effectiveness of brand communication depends on how well all the pieces are integrated. So imagine mo na lang siguro sa isang linya, then bigla may natiko. So makikita natin, no, yung imbis na diretso na linya, mapupunta sa ibang linya. So, hindi, nakakat talaga yung call nito. So, hindi siya nag-work together. So, example mo is yung kuryente. What if yung isang linya doon sa loob is naputol or di kaya na punta sa iba, ang positive na punta sa negative, di ba nagkakasunog, hindi siya nag-work well. So, dapat talaga align siya at equip talaga at tama ang pagkalinya nito. So the role of communication in branding, the brand is more than a product. The brand is important to non-profit, also important sa non-profit. So the brand itself is the image, no? The image. The responsibility for developing and maintaining successful brand lies in the marketing or corporate function as called as brand management. As a corporation, as a company, or even the non-profit organizations, or all the profit organization, they are protecting the brand. They are protecting the image that they are promoting. However, effective marketing communication establish the unique identity. Kasi yung brand kasi yung identity ng what are you promoting? So by which the brand engages the heart and minds of the consumer. Branding is the communication function that creates intangible aspect of a brand that makes memorable and meaningful to a consumer. Di ba? So, kapag sinabi natin bag, ano naiisip natin kagad? Sa mga sa mga bag na madali natin ma-remember, jog. Kapag narinig natin yung mga dati, meron pa nga caterpillar, meron pang hammerhead din, hammerhead. Then, kapag sapatos, Skechers, Sanok, ano pa ba yung Crocs, mga ganyan. Di ba? So, that is branding. A brand is a perception often imbued with emotions, because the brand is nag-speak kasi siya, it's an intangible na aspect which speaks about the product that you are selling to the market. Result experience with information about the company, lines, products. So paano ba natin nakukuha itong mga branding? Hindi ka pa basta-basta nag-iisip na ng brand ng isang product nang hindi ito wala tong attachment sa'yo. It talks about it talks about the company. Hindi siya yung sinasabi natin branding, ay yung logo, hindi yun siya. Ang branding itself, yung nag-speak about the emotion of the company, speaks up about the image of the company, the identity of the company. So other definition points the mixture of tangible and intangible attributes, as well as the identity elements such as the brand name, the trademark, and that stand for the brand. It is something that lives in the heads and hearts of the consumer and other stakeholders. So ito yung parang identity na nakikilala ng mga consumers about the company. Kapag sinabi natin kapag sinabi natin company that serves in the ICT, we have Intel, we have Dell Techniques, we have also Microsoft, Microsoft companies, group of companies, meron rin WPS group of companies, So yun. Their heads hold brand information and their hearts hold the brand emotion. So just like the human being, the identity of the brand is like there is a head. So there is a head that holds the brand information. It restores all the information about the company, and the heart holds the emotion and the feelings, how it is translated towards the consumers. So whether it is dislike or like, whether its status is low or high, a sexy or boring or so forth. So for many brands, especially specifically smaller brands, the communication decision will lie with the owner, founder, or partner of the business. Branding also differentiates similar products from one another. So difference siya ha. Sometimes the difference between brands and is the same product category in product, the features, the quality of the meat in the burger, or the chemistry of the toothpaste. So but often we choose one brand over the other because of the difference in brand impressions we carry. So, yun nga, sinabi dito, for example, ano ang difference ng paracetamol? Paracetamol is the generic name of the medicine that we intake when we are having pains. No, it's it's a remedy, a drug that is taken when we have headache, toothache, sometimes toothache, we have mild na sickness, yung mga hindi masyadong malala na sickness, may illness tayo, we take paracetamol for that. Kapag sinabi nating branded siya, may brand name siya, we have RightMed, we have other paracetamol, nakalimutan ko. The pinaka-known na paracetamol is Biogesic. So meron siyang sinasabi dito, kapag yung dalawa naman yun, they work well naman. But meron kasi siyang emotional aspect na tinatouch yung brand name, no? Kapag sinabi natin, uy, uminom ka ng Biogesic, pag inom ng Biogesic, effective siya. Pero kapag inom siya ng other generic na paracetamol, hindi siya ganun ka-effective. Because meron siyang psychological factor din. So, yun. So, kasi may impression siyang dinadala. Para naman siyang effective. However, because of the impressions, because of the psychological effect of this, nagkakaroon ka ng kwan. Di ba, sabi pa nga natin, kung na-remember ninyo sa pricing strategy ninyo, I don't know if na-discuss sa inyo sa iba sa inyo, but sa mga na-under sa akin, we have this monetary value and psychological value. The product itself has psychological value. When there is a brand na nagbibigay ng class, nagbibigay ng prestige, o nagbibigay ng something na added value sa isang tao, yun nagkakaroon ng effect sa kanya psychologically, no? Yun. So, companies make products but they sell brands. Yun. They sell the brand. Para kayong yung sinasabi nila na, bakit ka pumupunta sa lugar na yan? Mahal ang bayad. Ang kinabayaran mo, hindi kasi yung anong kinain mo doon, anong ininom mo, but the ambience, the place that you are staying in, yun ang binabayaran mo. A brand differentiates a product from its competitors and makes promise to its customer. So, yun. Basahin nyo lang to. So, an organization cannot communicate. People create brand impression whether or not the branding process is managed by organization. So, may impression talaga ang tao about sa brand ha. Franzen, according to, ito kasi si Franzen, particularly experts about organization and branding. So, Franzen identifies 3 components of brand perceptions. Number 1 is organization identity. So, ang brand talaga, yan talaga yung ma-identify natin na kapag sinabi natin Apple logo. So, kanya siya. Apple, iPhone, ganyan. So, identifier talaga siya. Next, sino ba yung naggawa? History. Si Steve Jobs. Ang founder ng Apple. Excuse me. Consumer, customer, stakeholder characteristics. So, May effect naman siya din sa ano, sa socio-demographics, needs and costs, values, lifestyle situation, and other categories experience and attitudes about the brand by the consumers. Brand framework naman, it talks about the brand design, architecture, presence, di ba? How is the brand being presented to the public or the consumers or the stakeholders, then how does it affect or how is it shown to the market, no? So brand experiences, images, meaning, positioning, relationship, and marketing brand. So one thing that makes the practice of IMC different from traditional advertising, it is focused on branding, no? Kaya nga dito sa MSU, no, bakit hindi na inaalaw sa MSU ngayon mag-use ng logo ng MSU TCTO? Because we practice branding na ngayon. Ang mga communications na meron tayo is meron na tayong mga header and mga mga footer na kailangan i-follow natin based on the brand. Ang MSU Tawi-Tawi daw, we are using the color that is MSU TCTO blue and magenta color that is in the darker shade na color. So yun po yung branding natin. Kapag sinabi mo maroon, UP Fighting Maroons. Kapag sinabi mo magenta, MSU. Kapag sinabi mo namang green, Lasal. Kapag sinabi mong blue, Ateneo. So yung mga ganyan. So may branding siya. So how does brand acquire meaning? So a brand is more than a name or logo, no? Kapag sinabi kasi natin, ay, kaya siya, Eagles. So baka Ateneo yan, no? Blue Eagles. So it's more than that, more than the logo, more than the name. In fact, it is the perception, how the people understand about the brand that you are showing to them. An identification that we assign to the products we know and use. In their book according kay Franzen and Moriarty sa Art of Branding. So explain that the meaning of brands is integrated perception that is derived from the experiences and message about the brand. So kapag question, there is difference in the brand meaning. Marami talagang meaning making cues and images are what the marketing communication delivers to brand. This perception of the brand, this brand meaning is the one thing a brand has that can be copied, no? Kapag meron ng branding, hindi na siya pwede kapihin kasi may mga patents, may mga rights, ganyan. Competitors can make a similar product but it's difficult for them to make same brand because brand meaning is built on collection of personal impressions. For example, the branding of Jollibee. So bakit bubuyog? Why is it bubuyog ang ginamit ng Jollibee? Hindi naman siya masayahin ang bubuyog. And nakakatakot talaga yung bubuyog. But remember, ang sinasabi doon nila, ang character ng mga bubuyog daw is masipag. Kaya yun ang branding nila, yun ang image nila. Lahat daw ng mga nagtatrabaho sa Jollibee ay masisipag. And bakit tinawag nila Jolly? B, that is the B. How about the Jolly? Bakit si Jolly? Because gusto nila impression nila sa madla or sa people, sa consumer, that they are happy people. They serve people happily. So, parang characteristic ng Pinoy, ang branding sa Pinoy daw is, ang brand ng Pinoy is, we are a hospitable and happy people. Even despite of the calamities or instances, mga trahedya na nag-happen sa buhay natin, till we make it through, then there's still a smile on our face after it's like holding onto the promise that there's always a rainbow after the rain. No, parang ganun na fun. Kaya nga ang branding natin sa Pilipinas, it's more fun in the Philippines. So yun. And sa McDo, why is it a clown? Because they serve happy meals. No, yun. Na Sir, bakit po? Sir, bakit book clown ang ginamit nila? Are they clown? No, they're not clowns. However, they are serving, di ba sabi nila, ang meal daw nila is happy. Yun ang dinidescribe nila. No? So, iba yung perception ng tao sa kanila. Competitor, yun nga sabi natin, a brand is perception. A brand then is basically perception loaded with emotion and feelings, intangible elements, not just a trademark or package design. So you can see here the tangible pictures, things that you can observe or touch, products, design, ingredients, component size, shape, and performance. While the intangible naman, products, perceived value, the image, positive and negative impression, and feelings expressed and experience customer have with the brand, product, or company. So all the impressions created by the brand's tangible and intangible features come together as a brand concept. The brand what it stands for that exists in the people's hearts and minds. Yung nga sinabi natin kanina, just like the Jollibee, they are promoting that they are a company or a food service industry that serving people with a jolly face, masayahin, and they are happy to serve us. So such impression are particularly important in what we call parity products such as soap, gasoline, and other products. No? So for these products, feelings about the brand can become critical point different. The meaning brand is an aggression everything customer or stakeholder sees, hears, reads, and experience about the organization or a product. This meaning, however, cannot be totally controlled by management. A company can own a brand name and brand symbol and influence some degree what people think about the brand, but it can dictate brand impressions because they exist in people's minds and are derived. So the branding transformed the product. Yes, it transformed the product. Hindi siguro ang image, however, not the physical image, but the image intangibly. So basic principle of branding is that brand communication transform the product, the goods, and as well as the services into something more meaningful, the product itself. Yun nga, sabi natin, ang product ng McDo, they are serving Happy Meal kasi every bite, every daw, it's like you are happy. No, it makes you happy. And like sa ano ba tawag dito? Yun, Sprite. If you drink daw, it will free you from thirst. So how does brand transformation work? If branding is successful, then you refer a specific brand name rather than its general category level. So mayroon tayong strategic position tatlo. Number one is identity. Identity is a critical function of branding is to create separate brand identity for a product with a product category that assignment usually falls to designers and marketing communicators. Analyze language you use in talking about your own things. So brand identity cues are all generally the name and symbols of the logo. So brand names, no, pamilya naman sa atin, it is tested for memorability and relevance. Kapag sinabi natin, uy, ano ba yung kuan? Ano ba yung brand na may nanay na at anak na baby bear, yung polar bear? Ay, Bear Brand. Ano ba yung kuan? Yung brand na para sa tire pagkatapos para siyang marshmallow mo. Michelin, yun, ganun. So, di ba sa brand name? The idea is easier to recognize in the identity cue. The easier it will be to create awareness of the brand. That also makes it easier to find, repurchase a brand, and it's an important factor to customer repurchase decision. Some brand names have several characteristics. Number one then is distinctiveness. Then next is association, benefits, heritage, and simplicity. So, basahin nyo na lang. So, for example, sa brand name. So, sa kuan kasi, ang pangalan talaga ng Coke is Coca-Cola. So Coke moved into Chinese market in the late 1970s. No immediate translation of Coke for Coca-Cola or Cola. Use a group for characters kasi sa half meaning nito is tasty or delicious and the other is real happy. So yun. So brand names are important but recognition is often based on distinctive graphic. So in fact, the word comes from branding cattle of a cattle practice that is used distinctive design elements to represent the name of the ranch yun, and cattle belong. So yon number of elements contribute visual identity like logo, trademarks, characters, and visual cues. So kapag logos, di ba, matandaan natin, logos is the image that we are seeing for the company or the product, no? Similar cattle brand yun. So legal naman, the trademark is the legal sign. Napansin ninyo, meron yung mga TM, it means trademark, no? So mark of, for example, sino ba ditong fan ng basketball? Yung trademark ni Stephen Curry, yung sleepy ganyan. O di kaya James Harden, shake. Yung sa kuha naman, trademark ni kuha na ano tawag yan, heading ni Cristiano Ronaldo, yung heading niya. Yun, nagiging trademark na yun niya. Yun ang nagiging pagkakakilala sa kanya ng tao. Ano pa? Trademark ng MSUTCTO is giving opportunities sa mga indigenous and Muslims, especially sa mga nandito sa southernmost part ng Mindanao. So ngayon, let's go with brand position and promise. So beyond the basic identification elements, another strategic decision in brand development involves in deciding the correct brand position, how you position your brand, no? Hindi ka basta-basta lang na magpo-position saan-saan kasi you need an ideal place or ideal way to position your market. So related to position is the brand promise. How will the brand promise to the consumers? Hindi ka lang kasi magagawa na, yun nga sabi natin, your goal is to persuade, not to scam. From a consumer viewpoint, the value of a brand lies in the promise it makes. So, when sinabi lang ko, pero may sinasabi rin tayong green marketing. Iba yung green marketing talaga kasi yung iba, niyuyit nila yung green marketing para matakasan yung social responsibility nila. So yun, kapag sinabi natin tangkad sagad, that is the brand promise ng Cherry Pearl. Wala naman talagang assurance yun, pero yun ang promise nila. Kapag uminom ka naman, sure talaga na tatangkad ka unless sa jeans ninyo is meron talaga kayong jeans na hindi kayo tatangkad ganong katangkad. So yun. In other words, the brand through its communication sets expectation for what the customers believe will happen to the product is used. Because the past experience and advertising message, you know what to expect and what to promise. So, ito talaga yung suffering ng mga weak brand suffer on over-promising. Huwag kayong rin naman masyadong mag-exaggerate, huwag kayong mag-overhype, huwag kayong mag-overpromise like politician. Kayo ang boss ko. Joke. It's not that, no? Joking aside, as a company, yes, it's good to persuade the consumers or the people, but you always remember, kailangan meron ka pa rin accountability, meron ka pa rin dignity na hindi mo lulukohin yung consumers mo. Kaya nga, meron talaga sa ng mga food supplements, ang gamot na ito ay hindi gamot sa anumang sakit, no? Or other claim is no therapeutic claim. So it doesn't mean na nag-take ka na magiging effective na siya. successfully identifying and then delivering a promise that are part of platforms or for building a long-term brand relationship with customer. So brand image and personality. When we talk about brand image and personality, it talks about another aspect of brand meaning is brand image. The image refers to the complex brand impression. More specifically, brand image is a mental pictures, no? Kapag sinabi natin um, Apple, no? Sinasabi natin Apple, uy, cellphone yan, mga iPhone, no? Di ba ganyan? May, paano siya, may impression na siya sa consumers. So, about the brand contains association, luxury, durable, cheap. Uy, Apple, uy, mahal. Uy, paano classy, ganyan. So, as well as the emotion. This association and feelings result primarily from the content of advertising and other marketing communication. So, So, a brand personality humanizes an organization of a brand. It symbolizes personal qualities of people you know, bold, fun, or studious, geeky, daring, boring, and whatsoever. So, meron mga ganyan, mga brand na parang nakukuha mo siya, nagiging na personalize mo siya, symbolize to parang sinabi natin, ay, sa Jollibee, bida-bida, bida ang saya. Di ba? Yan. So, each brand sends different messages because of the image or personality it projects through the market communication. Brands speaks to us through their image and personalities. So, yan. Basahin nyo na lang yan. So, brand value. So, brand value, ito is added value. Another type of added value is the brand comes from associating a brand with good cause or practice cost marketing. So, primary goals, he says, to help the communities and non-profit organization while generating goodwill, positive word of mouth, and hope. No, basahin na lang yan. So, let's go with brand value and brand equity. So, brand value. Brand value is not only differentiates product, it does not only differentiate product, but also creates their value to customer. Yun naman talaga. Kasi ang customer will not buy or purchase or patronage your product that you're selling if they don't see the value of the product that you're selling. The value of branding lies in the power of familiarity and trust to win and maintain consumers' acceptance. If a well-known brand name has been tested over time, familiar and dependable, plus it carries associations created through marketing communication. In other words, there are two forms, value to consumers and value to corporation. So it resulted to what we call the second is financial, which is brand equity. So imagine kapag ang customer is they see the value of the brand that you are selling, that you are promoting, they will have this what we call brand relationship. It is if a customer finds your product loyal, product valuable, they will have or they will do repurchasing. So nagkakaroon ng relationship between the customer and the seller, and also there will be loyalty of the customer towards the company or the brand that you're selling. So, yun nga, basahin nyo lang to. So another principle that is that brand relationship derives brand value. That's because the brand relationship are built on foundation of positive brand experiences and truthful brand communication. The part of brand equity is based on relationship is also referred as the goodwill. So leveraging brand equity, people who manage brand marketing communication, who we call brand stewards, will sometimes leverage brand equity through brand extensions, which is the use of established brand names with a related line of product. So co-branding naman is a practice of which the strategy uses two brands owned by two separate company to create partnership offering. Co-branding is a common practice for credit card. So for example, yung sa Visa and United Airlines, sa Visa and Landbank, Visa sa GCash and United Airlines, pero ay United ano yung tawag din? Nakalimutan ko, bago lang nag-kuan. So yun. So, a strong brand may be attractive to other business partners as well as through practice called brand licensing. So, yun. So, I think ito talaga important natin, brand communication at time of change. So, brand relationship building communication programs are used to build strong relationship between loyal customer and brand. They purchase and repurchase. Brand relationship communication therefore aims to deliver reminders about familiar and build trust. So, parang nga, sinabi natin, parang opposite sex lang na nagbi-build ng relationship between a man and a woman. So, ganun din. The brand, the company is introducing the brand to the public, then the public, how the public will accept the company or the brand that the company is introducing to them, then they will have this relationship, buyer and seller relationship. So brand relationship programs can be directed to all the brand's critical stakeholders such as employees, stakeholders, distributors, and suppliers, the community, and of course, customer. Accountability naman, similar to the concern of effectiveness in advertising, accountability is a issue, no? Especially sa pag-advertise. It's really good to persuade your customer. But however, when we say accountability, you should put into account na what happens to your customer kapag binili nito. Sino ba mananagot? Dapat for example, nag-promise ka na kapag uminom sila ng gamot na to, papayat sila within 3 days. Dapat sa 3 days na yun, papayat talaga sila. Because it's not persuading, it's a scam. So, pangit pakinggan kapag nini-scam ka. So, yeah. So, global marketing naman, marketers have moved into global markets, in some cases as a deliberate strategy, in other cases found themselves involved in the global market. International competitors have moved to own market. So local brand from a single country, regional brand from a single region, international brand from another or different countries, then global brand everywhere, virtually everywhere, everywhere in the world. International, because the difference between international and global, it's between one country to another country or 3 countries, ganyan. But the global, it means the whole wide world. So ito, word of mouth or WOM, hindi ko naman siguro kailangan pa. Kasi alam naman natin what is word of mouth. No, lalo na sa mga chismosa, hindi naman siguro kayo. Ganyan. Kapag may gusto tayong ipagsabi or kailangan natin i-share, nasasabi natin ganyan. So, lastly is viral marketing. Viral marketing is what we call, yung parang sa mga content creators ngayon, nagwa-viral na pag-uusapan in creating, it's a way of creating buzz sa isang brand that you are promoting. So, that would be all for now. Yun nga, the call buzz. So, yun lang muna, then continue tayo later sa chapter 3. Okay? Thank you.